Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know, shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know, every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know, I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show, this is BVO.
I got my favorite Puerto Rican in the house. You know, he made some claims that were very untrue. So, what do you think about you said that BVO doesn't support David Benavidez? Do you remember that, Free?
You say what?
You said I don't like David Benavidez, right?
Nah, I said you don't.
I got him in the front of the show. He on the intro of the show.
Hey, I don't know what more you want the man to do. The man literally fights everybody they ask him to fight.
Hey, so we were talking about it a little bit, man, earlier, but I want to ask you, man. Now you see Teo getting ready to go in there with a slick fighter and Shakur Stevenson. Would this make Teo the best fighter of his generation if he's able to beat Shakur?
This do what for Teo?
Say it again?
You said what this do what for Teo?
I said that now that if Teo can beat Shakur, does this make him the best fighter of his generation?
No.
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 Why not? Why not?
Because he only beat 3 guys.
I mean,
that don't make him the best fighter. He only beat 3 guys. He only fought 1 guy that was his contemporary in Shakur.
So
that doesn't make him. That doesn't. No, that's like saying, "Ain't he go beat Ryan Garcia?" That makes him the best fighter of this generation. No, it doesn't.
I don't think Ryan Garcia is on Shakur's level, though.
No, I'm just using that as an example. It's a whole lot of fight to go. These guys are probably somewhere in the middle of their career. They still got another whole half a career to go in order for me to say who's the best guy of their generation. This not going to make him the best fighter of his generation. This will put him on a good track of trying to accomplish that. But it's not going to make him the best fighter by beating this guy. That like I said, he only beat 3 guys, and only one of them was his contemporary.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. You being harsh as usual, Free.
No, you want to give a guy a title when he hasn't done the work yet.
I mean,
I'm not giving a guy. No, Bud Crawford didn't get titled the best fighter of his generation until he beat Canelo Alvarez. That was the last fight of his career. He got credit as the best fighter of his generation by beating the last guy on his resume. So to give a man a title of the best fighter of his generation by fighting somebody in the middle of his career, you jumping the gun on that. You jumping the gun. Because if you say Teo's the best fighter of this generation by beating Shakur and he goes out and loses to everybody else, then what? You can't until his career is over with.
I'm just saying, if he beat Shakur, man, that's like beating 2 or 3 niggas.
You cannot give him that title until his career is over. Because if he wins against Shakur and he loses to all the other contemporaries and he goes on a losing streak, this is the best guy of the generation?
So pretty much he just got to beat Devin and then he's the guy, right?
He got to finish his career and we see what the end of his career looks like. Like I said, Bud Crawford didn't get titled that until the end of his career.
Yeah, but Bud was avoided though.
But no, he's not. He's not going to be the best guy of his generation by beating Shakur. He's not. Nobody's going to get except for you.
You're pretty cold. You're pretty cold, man. Congratulations to one of my guys, man. Juan, brand new baby, man.
Yeah, shout out Juan, man.
You know, I was wondering why the bodega was closed down. Now I know why.
He having a baby, man. It's a blessing.
Shout out to Juan.
Yeah, he's gonna enjoy your these next couple of days for Juan. I should say weeks are gonna just be amazing. Keep the bodega closed. Stay home. Money ain't everything.
Yeah, man. And don't drink that cheap wine around the baby, man. My nephew don't want to smell that cheap wine, man. But I'll say this, man. I think as usual, man, Free is not giving credit like he usually do. So if he beat Shakur and then he beat Devin, I would say that would kind of solidify him. But it just depends, man. As the best fighter of his generation.
No. If he beat Devin and Shakur, you forgot what Usyk and even Canelo.
No. Hold up. No,
that's
if he
different
beat
generation.
Devin and Shakur, Devin and Shakur, he would be a fighter that beat Devin and Shakur. You cannot give a guy, the best fighter of his generation, a title in the middle of his career.
He could be pound for pound number one.
Hold on, Free. In basketball in 1989, they said Michael Jordan was the greatest of all time.
Not in the middle of his career.
1989 was pretty much the middle of his career.
No, it was not. No, they did not give him the best.
He didn't even win in 89.
Look at the statue. Look at the statue when they put in front of the United Center.
Dog, they did not give Michael Jordan the title of the best basketball player of all times in the middle of his career.
Bro, look at the statue from 1989.
I don't know, Free. 96, they
watch Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is my favorite basketball player of all time. He was not named the best basketball player of all times in the middle of his career.
I don't know, Free. Before he beat Utah in 96, Free, they was screaming that Jordan was the best thing they ever seen.
No, he was not credited the best basketball player of all times in the middle of his career.
Not the middle. I give you that.
Hold on. We got my brother Pittsburgh talking crazy. He said
it was not.
If was a fifth, we all be drunk. BVO.
Yeah, no doubt.
My guy, he said, I think he put some burrow back. He gotta win first one. When we drop Shakur, man, I just can't wait till we beat him. I know all y'all niggas gonna get on here and tell me.
That's the like button, man. We got people in the building, y'all. Wipe the shoes off before you come in the crib, man.
No, you trying to. That's why I say y'all on this daggone microwave generation. Y'all wanna give things so quick instead of letting people work for it. Let the man work for it. Why are you so quick to babysit this dude and give him a title that he hasn't earned?
Well, okay, I'll take it back. For you might be right. I won't say best of a generation. That's a little bit too much. But I will say, if he's able to beat Shakur, you got to put him top 3 pound for pound. You got to put him top 3 pound for pound. Easy. So to my brother Jose.
I ain't got to do nothing. I'm going to stay black and die. That's how to do. I ain't gotta do anything.
I'm talking about us that support boxing.
Maybe you gotta put him.
Salute to brother Jose Rodriguez pulling up.
In order for me to put him top 3 pound for pound, I would have to see him do something better than what my top 3 pound for pound fighters are doing. Right now, he hasn't done anything better than my top 3 pound for pound fighters.
So who's your top 3 pound for pound?
Well, one is retired now, and that's Bud, David Benavidez, and Monster Inoue.
If Teo and David Benavidez were the same size, Teo would dog.
You got David number 1 Free? That's tough.
I got David.
Well, Terrence is retired. That's fine.
I don't look at none of the champions. Look at if this guy was the same size as anybody else, who do I believe beat him? I don't think nobody beats that man.
That's
You think
tough.
if Teal wasn't was the same size as David Benavidez, he wouldn't beat him to death?
Man, Teal would go to sleep just like daggone anybody else that would get in the ring with David Benavidez and go to sleep.
I don't know if Tio know he athletic enough not to get knocked out, bro. I just don't
No,
think he'll ever get knocked
Teal
out.
would get knocked out. He get in there with David Benavidez at any weight.
I don't agree with that.
Cruiserweight, light heavyweight, middleweight, super middleweight, super welterweight, whatever you want to put the man at, he will get knocked out in any weight class he get in there with David Benavidez.
You think David Benavidez will walk down Teal if they were the same size?
On David Benavidez.
I don't think he'll stop him.
Teal.
No, not at the same size.
David Benavidez stop him at any weight class.
I don't think Teal will stop David. I don't think he would stop David, but I know he'd beat him up.
I got 500 that David would stop Teal in any weight class.
I don't believe that. Tio's smart enough not to get knocked out, bro.
He wasn't smart enough to not lose the Cambosis.
Yeah, and you see how he went out on his shield though. And I know he's a you know what, but
can't punch through a weight paper bag.
nah, he can't. And I said that on B Triple Show.
You saw Tio get up off the canvas, and you saw Tio was bleeding from every part of his face in that fight, and he can't punch through a wet paper bag. And you talking about putting him in there with David Benavidez? Man, stop it. That man gets stopped within 4 rounds.
Yeah, that's tough. I don't know about that.
You come straight ahead. Now, I feel like David Benavidez ain't better than no Josh Taylor or Lomachenko.
Nah, you bugging. Now, see, I was on your side until you said that.
You think David Benavidez is better than Lomachenko?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Y'all like to go on Lomachenko's amateur career. You heard what Coach B said. You know, y'all like to, come on, man.
No. They said he was the next Sugar Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali, dude.
No, that's what Bob Arum, his promoter, said. Nobody else said that. Not even you.
Hold on, that's the dude that made all the niggas you talking about.
You didn't even say that, BVO. You didn't even never say that. You ain't go that far.
I don't care what Bob Arum did. I don't care what Bob Arum did. Lomachenko ain't never been better than Floyd Mayweather. He ain't never been better than Muhammad Ali. Never.
Yeah, never.
Bob said so.
Bob is an old man. He's older than my grandparents.
Over those 2 guys was win 2 gold medals. That's the only thing he ever did. And that was
Bob Arum is old enough to be my grandparents' mom and dad or dad.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
He's only 93, bro.
He's almost okay.
That man is old enough to be my great-grandfather.
My grandfather just turned 71 on Christmas.
So he could possibly be his father. That's about it.
That's what I said. He's old enough to be their father. What did I say, grandfather?
Okay. Yeah, you said grandfather.
Okay, I meant he's old enough to be. Bob Arum is old enough to be my grandfather's father. How about that?
The thing that's so crazy about this whole conversation
Which is your great-grandfather. The same thing as mine. He's old enough to be my great-grandfather.
Facts.
All I'll say is this. The HR is ridiculous because you see Tio going to fight the Puerto Rican monster, no problem. You can't get nobody else to even want to do nothing like that. But let's talk about this card in general. You got to see Keyshawn Davis. What do you think about Keyshawn Davis versus Jermaine Taylor? I mean, not Jermaine Taylor. What's his name? Jermaine
Ortiz. Taylor. Oh, Jermaine Ortiz.
Jermaine Ortiz.
What do you think about Jermaine Ortiz versus Keyshawn the businessman?
I love it. I think that Jermaine, I think he fought in, was it August of 25?
I don't think he fought this year.
No? I don't
think so.
I thought I was reading something. Okay, maybe.
He might have fought. He just haven't been televised.
Yeah. I think his last fight was sometime in August. I could be wrong though. I mean, chat. If I'm wrong, correct me, chat. You know, but I mean, I feel like that's a tough fight. I mean, Jermaine he's pretty tough, man. But Keyshawn, he was all hype on his live the other day. If y'all ain't see his live, he was lit. He's flexing all in the camera, saying he back. All this stuff. And then he gave Jermaine Ortiz his credit, but I mean, I'm okay with that fight. I'm okay with that. Yeah.
I ask you guys this. So Shakur came up with a pretty good interview, and he was saying that Floyd Mayweather flew to the Olympics to sign him, and it didn't work out business wise. Do you guys think Tank Davis had something to do with why Keyshawn didn't sign the Floyd? What would you guys say?
Go ahead, Free.
Say that again.
Do you think do you guys think that Tank has something to do with Shakur not signing the Floyd?
No, I don't think Tank. I mean, maybe at the beginning of his career, but according to Shakur, he said he signed with Top Rank because they had the biggest banner for him. So, I mean, you never know what Shakur, the reason why Shakur do what he do.
I guess my whole thing is when I heard him talking in the interview today, he kind of was just going through some things in his life. And I'll tell you something that kind of was shocking. I seen a video with Shakur and Keyshawn wearing matching outfits. What do you guys think about them guys wearing matching outfits?
I don't pay. Come on, bro. I don't pay attention to stuff like that.
So what I'm saying is, are they really like brothers to wear matching outfits? What do you guys say to that?
Ain't no grown ass man supposed to be wearing no That's like me and you. That's like BVO.
Don't wear matching outfits.
Right.
Me and my brother
That's
don't
like
wear matching outfits. I got a blood brother. We don't wear matching outfits.
That's like BVO say, hey, Prize, meet me in Madison Square at the fights. And we're gonna wear black gallery department hoodies, black Timbs, and black jeans. That's like BVO calling my phone doing that. I'm like, bro, I'm not wearing none of that.
I got twin daughters. They don't wear matching outfits. They twins. They don't wear matching outfits.
Yeah, so I don't know where you came with that question. That was crazy.
I don't know if you can see the screen. They wore matching outfits out.
That just looked like workout stuff, BVO.
No, those are matching outfits, man. They got matching outfits.
Yeah, because if they're giving away hoodies and sweaters in the gym that day, like in construction work, like I do construction, right? So if a contractor pull up with hoodies, we all gonna have the same hoodie on. Like I got hoodies for y'all. What size are you? Large. Bet. What size are you?
No,
extra large. That don't mean nothing. That's workout stuff. It's like they've
been sponsored. That's a sponsorship. They probably coming out for somebody's fight and they wearing as their team colors. That's the team.
I'm about to say they likely be getting paid to wear that stuff too. So, if they say BVO, I need you and Prize to wear Everlast sweatsuits with black Nikes. Man, we outside. They cutting us a check.
But
we out there.
One said Keyshawn, one said Shakur. I mean, I don't know. I thought that was just something to look at. You know, that they definitely, I guess, all brothers. I mean, it is what it is.
Man, I don't want to see brother stuff in boxing. I see brothers fight.
But I'll say this. I heard a pretty good argument today. They said Usyk is not as good as we thought. And he said that because if Lennox Lewis was to fight Usyk, he would stop it. Do you guys believe that?
Yeah, I think Ox would beat him up.
What about Ray Mercer?
That's a good one. It depends what kind of Ray Mercer show up. Merciless Ray, you don't know what you're gonna get with him. You might get one that, like I said, Merciless Ray got probably my favorite knockout of all time when he melted Tommy Morrison, fresh off the Rocky-ish. You know, so I don't know. It depends what kind of Ray show up. But as far as Lennox, man, give him about
What about Riddick Bowe?
Same thing. If the in shape Riddick shows up, yeah, Riddick could get him.
Salute.
But if the Riddick Bowe that showed up against like Andrew Galata out of shape, I think that Usyk can get him. But if we talking about prime for prime, where they're gonna be in shape, all that stuff don't matter, then neither one of them. Both of them can beat Usyk. And I like Usyk, you know what I'm saying? I think Usyk is the goods, but like Lennox Lewis know how to fight tall. Riddick Bowe know how to fight tall. Them jabs, bro, I don't think that Usyk would be able to get past Lennox, especially Lennox jab. And I damn sure don't think he'll get past Riddick Bowe's jab. They jabs were on point. So, and then that's going to set up that big right hand he ain't going to see coming. And I see him falling to both them guys.
You sure about that?
Yeah, shout out BC. Yeah, I think that with the jab and then that sneaky right hand that you don't see that Lennox and Riddick Bowe got, I don't think Usyk will see it. You know, Usyk. But on the flip side, Usyk one of them small dudes that know how to fight them big dudes. You know what I'm saying? He know how to rumble them big dudes. Like, but the power is where like Tyson Fury can't hit. He can't crack harder than Ox and Riddick. You know what I'm saying? If he get hit with some of them shots that he hit Usyk with, and that's Riddick hitting him like that, or that's Ox hitting him like that, Usyk is gonna get melted. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I rock with Usyk though.
I just say that because I noticed the guys that he has beat don't have the best feet. So people, when you get a chance, add the hashtag viral.
Yeah, we got
Send it to
you.
your video.
Yeah,
I
that's a
appreciate
fact.
that.
That's a fact.
I say this: the thing that's so crazy about boxing that I don't understand is why we always talk about fights that's not gonna happen instead of the fights we got in front of us. Well, we got, T.O. really, if you think about it, man, T.O. and Usyk, man, probably are some of the best fighters we've seen in the last 10, 15 years. And I would say Usyk, especially because Usyk is not the biggest man in the world, and we're seeing him dominate heavyweights. I mean, I'm kind of shocked about how good Usyk is, to be honest with you. Super, my brother Blaze.
And I'm with you. Where was the brother that said that at? Damn, I lost it. Oh yeah, brother BC said Usyk the same size as Ali, fam. I get it. You right. Cause like people try to make Usyk like he 5'11". You know what I'm saying? He ain't no little dude. But I'm saying when you run up on a 6'5", Lennox Lewis, 6'5", 6 whatever Riddick was, 6'5", 6'6". I met him in person. He was massive. You know,
Yeah.
I just don't think that he would get past them two fighters' jabs. Not knocking Usyk, because Usyk, I think he can beat all the heavyweights we see in the last. I would love to see him in there with a prime Kalisko. I would like to see how that go. But I feel like that. I'm talking about Lennox Lewis and Riddick Bowe, bro. I just don't think he would have got past their jabs. I just don't. Their jab was super educated, bro. So I mean, but like I think Usyk can. If you want to, I would have to look at it like who's the last best fit. The last 15 years of heavyweights.
I don't think Usyk gets past.
I'm gonna look it up.
Body attack. I don't think he gets past Riddick Bowe body attack.
You don't think he get past his
He's
body
free.
attack?
That was a super valid point right there. I forgot about that because his body was crazy.
I mean, y'all gotta think about like Usyk, man, is really small. I think a lot of guys will take him off his feet.
He's not though.
He's like 6'3", man.
And your favorite fighter was 6'3".
Who?
The GOAT. Ali. How tall you think Ali was?
Him and Ali is the same exact height.
They say Ali 6'3". Some people say 6'2". He looks 6'3" to me. And his jab is what he got, the 80-inch reach. Bro.
I mean,
all the Usyk and Ali has the same dimensions.
I don't think he could have beat Holyfield either, BC.
Holyfield would have stopped Usyk. The fact that matter is there is not an active fighter any weight class fans think are better than fighters from the older eras.
That's a fact, Blaze.
That's not true, man.
All right, well, break it down, man.
I think if you talk about fighters now, I think Caballero would smash Jimmy Young. I think he would beat Jimmy Young. I think he would beat what's the guy? Saad Muhammad. I think he would stop Saad Muhammad.
You talking about? Come on, bro.
I think Joe Obertai would stop Saad Muhammad. I think Joe Obertai would give Holyfield a run for his money.
Stop.
I really do. At cruiserweight?
Nope.
At cruiserweight, I think Joe Obertai. I'm gonna just say Joe Obertai might stop that nigga, bro. He might stop Holyfield at cruiserweight. Have you seen him?
I don't think you've seen Holyfield.
I'm talking about that cruiserweight, free.
I'm
he done
talking
put
about
6 of his.
I don't think you watched Holyfield at cruiserweight.
I watched him. He had a really killer face back then. He wasn't nothing to play with.
You obviously didn't watch Holyfield at cruiserweight. If you think Ja would stop Holyfield, how many times has Holyfield been stopped in his career?
Didn't James Toney stop his ass?
I think Riddick TKO'd him.
Yeah, Riddick knocked the shoes off of him.
How many? And everything you saying is at heavyweight.
Oh, at cruiserweight, he was flawless at cruiserweight. But I think if you put Ja Obata in there, Ja Obata take Evander's lunch.
No,
He'll take his lunch.
I think Evander's gonna be too seasoned, bro.
He'll probably pull the shoes off his feet.
I seen Ja Obata get
you see what he did when he got his jaw, bro. You see how he got his jaw, bro? He beat the dude to death. Ja Obata.
Bro, Evander's a different kind of beast, bro.
Man, he can't walk it. He can't walk with no Ja Obata. Ja
Bro,
Obata, stop him,
a
bro.
prime Holyfield could take the biggest punch from Mike Tyson or anybody, bro.
This was Mike Tyson after he went to jail. It don't
Man,
count.
Riddick Bowe can take. I'm sorry. Evander Holyfield can take a punch. I seen Riddick Bowe uppercut this man.
Knocked him out.
I seen Riddick, and that's when Holyfield was having hard problems. It was a lot of stuff going on. I seen Riddick Bowe hit him with an uppercut, of a vicious uppercut, and Holyfield buckled, but he didn't even go down. Anybody, if he hit Ja Obata with an uppercut like that, and y'all know what I'm talking about in the chat. If Riddick hit Ja Obata with an uppercut the way he hit Holyfield, Ja Obata, he gonna lose his memory for years.
No, I say this is the problem with people nowadays. They are prisoners of the present day. They forget about what happened back in the day.
They completely forgot.
Only thing that's on their mind, fresh on their mind, is what they know. They forget all of the wars that Holyfield been in. They forget all of the wars that Riddick Bowe been in. They forget all of the wars that Lennox Lewis been in. These guys been in wars with top level heavyweights. These guys haven't been in no wars.
Y'all been calling for everybody. They're scared of him.
Hey, Free. I don't even think. I would like to see Usyk versus Vitaly Klitschko. Not Vladimir. I mean the way you say it is Vitaly, but Vitaly Klitschko. I would like to see. I don't think that Usyk can whoop him. I don't think so. That was a tough MF, boy.
Hold on, you say Vanna talks like a banjo now, bro.
That's crazy. BC, that's crazy.
You sick, bro. You talk like a banjo. Somebody
Gutty,
you do
shout out Gutty for Gutty.
Hey, I'm telling you right now. Ja Obata beats Holyfield dead.
Stop.
I'm telling y'all right now.
You ain't never seen Holyfield. When Holyfield was putting in work, you was a bully in middle school, probably.
I watch more boxing than you, punk.
Stop it.
Man, who's the greatest fighter of all time? And I don't know if you can mess with me on some boxing talk.
I mean, that's all an opinion.
No, nigga. It's not an opinion. Who's the greatest fighter of all time?
Muhammad Ali.
Bull crap, nigga. It's Joe Louis, fool.
Man, so that's your opinion.
That. You don't know boxing.
Man, that's your opinion.
You don't know boxing. Joe Louis is the greatest fighter to ever live. What are you talking about? Nobody can
what the boy in the barbershop said, he whooped Joe Lewis's ass, talking about Rocky Marciano.
Sugar Ray Robinson is not better than Joe Louis, man. Stop the cat, bro.
I mean, you can even. I'm not even mad at that, BC.
If that's what you believe, BVO, that's what you believe.
I'm going
ain't no facts.
Most people believe that Sugar Ray Robinson was the greatest fighter of all time.
And that's fine. That is perfectly fine. Because I love Ray Robinson.
Put hands and feet on him,
man, that don't mean nothing, BVO. That's what your problem is now. Just because somebody get their ass whipped don't mean that's the end of the world. It's not the end of the world.
Putting hands on Sugar Ray, dog. What are you talking about? He was great, but niggas put hands on him.
I just
you ain't never seen niggas put hands on Joe Louis like that. Joe Louis was old when he fought Rocky Marciano.
I seen Joe Louis get his ass whipped. I seen Rocky Marciano get his ass whipped. I seen
when you see Rocky Marciano get his ass whipped, he finished 50-0. He never lost.
I seen him get his ass whipped. Whether they gave him the fight or not, he got his ass whipped. Whether they gave him the fight or not, he got his ass whipped. I seen seen Joe Lewis get his ass whipped. I seen Sonny Liston get his ass whipped.
Yeah.
I seen Holyfield get his ass whipped. I seen
Everybody.
Everybody got their ass whipped. Even Floyd Mayweather got his ass whipped.
Yes.
He won the fight, but he got his ass whipped.
He got whooped on. Yes, he did. I seen it a couple like that.
Got their ass whipped at some point in time in their career. Even
that chop Corley could have.
Even though they won the fight, they still got their ass whipped. They just won the fight.
They just won the war.
They was able to last.
My brother
Mike
Grimm, that's him. Shoot to my brother Mike Grimm, that's him. Hey,
BC crazy. You ain't never meet no Martin Luther King.
hey, Ja, what's going on? We got the next middleweight champion house. Ja, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
Ja, my guy. It's my dude right there.
So how y'all doing, family? How's everything?
Man, we got a lot of niggas talking crazy, bro. We got niggas talking about if Teo beat Shakur, he not the best fighter. What you think if he go in there and beat the slick black Shakur? What you think if he do if he go in there and beat the slickest nigga they got? What they say there, yeah.
That's crazy setup.
Teo beat him. I mean, nah, but I see what BVO doing. But I don't see Teo beating no Shakur Stevenson. But if he was able to pull off that upset, then for me, he the king. You know what I mean? He run that.
Hold on, John.
But that's if.
I never known you to be a hater, dog. You a stone cold hater, bro. You a stone cold hater, man. We talking about the two-time lineal champion. You saying he's an underdog to Shakur?
Bro.
Only Shakur I knew was Tupac, dog. That's the only Shakur I knew was Tupac.
He's the underdog to Shakur. You feel me? Because Teo can't fight going forward, but Teo can't fight and walk somebody down for real. Anytime he try to do that, he struggles. You know what I mean? And for me, but Shakur, he gonna make Teo come forward, then start pressing action on Teo when
we beat him, Ja, I want to hear you bring your black ass up here and tell me what happens when we beat him. I bet y'all gonna say Shakur ain't fought nobody. Shakur ain't good. I guarantee y'all gonna have all the excuses in the world when we beat that nigga. I can't wait.
We can make a bet. I
can't wait, bro. I can't wait, man.
We can most definitely make a bet, my
I can't wait, man. I know you're a man of faith. I know you don't like to bet, but I would bet you if you wasn't a man of faith, I would bet you, man. But I say it like this. I say it like this. Now you know about overloading that Kimbo, don't you? What did he say don't do? What did he say to do? I have to do. Tell me, John. What did he say? What did he say don't do about that? What did he say about that Kimbo?
Don't overload the camera.
That's crazy.
That's what you doing. You overloading that camel, dog, and you know better than that.
Shout out to my brother Insane, man. I be glad when he go live again, man.
And plus, this is stylistic matchup.
Nah, brother Insane.
Oh yeah, shout out to my brother Insane. That's my guy.
Yeah.
Go subscribe to Insane.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all go. He do basketball, boxing.
Best vlogger on YouTube, man. He show his shoes off.
Yeah,
he don't know much about boxing or basketball.
He got all the rollies and the Gucci's.
He a cool dude. He don't know much about basketball. He don't know much about boxing.
You know, BC. Brother Insane rich. So you know,
he might kick a couple freestyles. That's about it. But shout out to Insane.
Shout out to Pimpin'.
But back to Ja. This is the thing I didn't even know about Ja. This dude's a stone cold hater, bro. I never even knew that.
Crazy.
I never even knew that. Ja, can I ask you one question, man?
You should ask yourself who taught you to hate being what God gave you.
That's just my question, Ja. Man, who taught you to hate that? Who taught you to hate brothers doing their thing, man? But moving on, we can't beat the hate, man. We can't beat the hate. That's what happens in boxing. People forget that Teo has put in the work. But let me get back to this. Let me ask you guys this. So stuff keep coming out with Deontay Wilder. We had a great conversation with my man, Coach Hackett. So again, but Deontay Wilder come out with another story where he said his son, I think his little brother's name is Marcelos. Is that how you say his name?
Marcelos Wilder, yeah. So
he said Marcelos Wilder stole money from him, right? And I want to ask you guys this.
Damn.
So apparently, Marcelos had a beautiful girl that he was dating. That was his girlfriend, the whole nine. And then one time they said Deontay Wilder came home and he said he wanted to have his woman. And he ended up having her because he paid for everything. So Do you guys think it was wrong for Marcelo to steal from Deontay after being embarrassed like that? What would you guys say? Is that fair or foul? We'll start with you, John. Then we'll go to Free and our man
That's
Prize.
crazy.
Wait, but we asked that question, but you said that his who stole from him?
He said his brother
Marcelo.
stole. His blood brother stole from him. That's what he said. His brother stole from him. There, he had his brother's woman.
See, I mean, what goes around comes around. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I can't feel bad for somebody, but I do bad to other people. You know what I'm saying? Like my perspective, you don't touch nobody that your people's touch. You know what I'm saying? It's a 2 billion other people. You know what I'm saying? Like
Baby
that's
mamas
what
is
I
off limits.
Yeah.
You don't do that. I'm not
Baby
gonna go
mama.
holler at Ja's baby mom. That's like it's like he just told y'all.
Yeah, for me, like that's weak. But I feel like you doing that because you just feel like you can for real. But it's been so many people out here. Like, why you choosing that? You know what I mean? No, it's weird. So, and for that to happen to him, it's karma. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't feel bad for him. What goes around comes around.
So you saying it's karma on Marcelo's end or it's karma on Deontay Wilder's end?
I mean, but Deontay Wilder, he asked for that. You know
What would you say to
Because-
that, Free? Oh, my bad. Go ahead. I know you're finished. My bad. Go ahead, John.
Because that's gonna make any brother resentful of you. You know what I mean? Like, for me, if your brother's supposed to go and touch your BM, you gonna want to get that back in one way or another. You know,
Facts.
Like,
Man, that's a fact.
Getting it back in blood?
Hey,
No, not blood. Nah, I wouldn't do blood, but
it depends. I mean, it depends.
my
on
get
how
back
you
is
get back.
petty though. I did it before.
Hold on. Go ahead, John. I didn't hear you. My bad. Say it again,
Nah,
John.
Snap. I was just saying that it could be in blood, but it could be any which way you perceive getting your revenge. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know,
Baby mamas, ex. It depends what kind of ex. I mean, but normally
it was a woman he cared about because he brought it back to the yard.
I mean, they off limits, bro. Like it's like Ja just said it perfectly. You can't even. It's 2 million billion other girls in the world, and I gotta have Ja baby mom or Marky Dan gotta come around here and maybe messing with my baby mom. Like all the girls, you pick that one really, and you sit up here dealing with me. Like stop playing with me. Like it's like that's sucker ish to me. You know they are off limits, and you know, I just don't I don't want to get into all of that because now we not on the subject of boxing no more. We talking about personal stuff.
This is what Deontay wanted. Deontay wanted us talking like it's the world turns. So we
All
talking
right,
about it like that.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna read. Let me read you this real quick.
I'm not gonna mess with my brothers.
Baby moms.
1 second.
I'm
I'm gonna
not
bring
doing
it
that,
back to you, Mark. Give me 1 second. He said Pittsburgh said Deontay underselling what he actually did, overselling his possible victimhood, and that's a fact. The thing I would say is this: Deontay Wilder saying his brother stole from him, I thought was a low blow, right? And they said, and the guy asked him, he's one of those zesty guys. He said, "Well, did you and your brother make up?" And he said that bridge is burned forever. So basically, a couple of dollars made him never talk. Is gonna make him never talk to his brother again, which I never thought I would hear.
BVO, it depends though, bro. You don't know their personal business, bro. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes, bro. And who like if like all right, like if you get a $10 million deal and you give me like all kind of different kind of accesses, right? Access to certain things, right? Who am I to take $400,000 of your money and just say, all right, well that's my bro. He ain't watching it. I'm watching it. Like, bro, like you don't do that, bro. And I don't believe in that because money ain't everything to me. But what you're not going to do is be entitled to something that's not yours or think that it's okay. No, I don't give a damn. And so is my sister them. And so is my sister them. And so is my sister them. It don't matter.
Hold on, Mark.
And so is my and so is my sister them. But I'm not entitled
to the common man's
BVO. I'm not entitled to, and so is my sister them. I'm not entitled to any of her thousands or millions or whatever she had. I don't even know what she has, but I know I'm not entitled to it.
No, but BVO, so you have a problem with Deontay Wilder saying that he's cutting off his brother who, I mean, this is snake behavior. to do anything behind another person's back is snake behavior, but to then go in there and take money that you didn't bleed for, you are up here crying, talking about, oh, the girl took $400,000 from Deontay Wilder, and now this brother, who I don't know what he do for Wilder outside of being his brother, he takes $400,000 and Wilder's just supposed to brush that off and be cool with this guy? No. Like if somebody, matter of fact, hold on, BVO. One of the first things you ever told me, you said your grandmother told you this. If he'll steal, he'll kill. So no, I don't want that person around me.
Hey, my grandma was a nut.
She said it out of her own mouth.
My grandma said it all the time, man. My grandma said, if you steal, you'll kill. I don't know where she got that from, but
he
salute to my brother.
With her own eyes.
But salute to my brother Bernard Hagen. Bernard, what's going on, man? How you feeling, man?
What's going on, good brothers? How y'all feeling tonight?
Man, we having a great conversation, and we got the future middleweight champion in the house. Hey, we talking about Deontay Wilder came out and said his brother Marcelos, they got like some type of weird, pretty name to it.
It's not word, it's just Marcelos
Wilder. He basically said that his little brother stole money from him because Deontay took his woman and, I guess had his woman. But Deontay told him when he confronted him about it, Marcelos told Deontay, why would you take my woman? Deontay said, I pay for everything in this house. I can do what I want. So is that wrong for Marcelos to steal money from him? Or did Marcelos make one of the biggest mistakes ever and never let a man take care of you? What would you say to that, Coach?
Man, look here. If Deontay was heartbroken behind the broad taking $400,000, hey, you know what type of energy run through their house. And if Deontay was brokenhearted about that, then he felt it was only right. I bet your little brother won't tease him no more about the broad taking the money, because he took his bitch. He say, I'm gonna take what means something to you. He took his broad.
He is a national treasure.
No, he took his little brother's girl.
I know. That's what I said.
Took money from him.
I know. And once again,
yeah,
his little brother was clowning him about the girl taking $400,000. So Deontay looked at him and said, nigga, I can take your bitch. He was like, go ahead with that shit, brother. And he took her. And then when he took her, the younger brother say, well, hey, he paid for pussy the last time and it cost him $400,000. I think this bitch got $400,000 pussy. So I'm gonna take my $400,000.
You sick, man. You sick, dog. You need to straight
that. So Wilder was paying for it again. He was paying for it again.
Yeah, so he had two legs that costed him $800,000.
This is a sick Negro.
You're a wild boy, man. But what I'm saying is this: why did Deontay try to paint it as if he was a victim? That was my only thing I didn't understand. What would you say?
Because every nigga that lose money is a victim. If a nigga lose money at the crap table, what first thing he do? He cry and reach across the tap table and throw the cards. If a nigga lose money at McDonald's, he try and go back into McDonald's and get what he thought he lost. Every time a nigga lose money, he feels he's the victim.
This is, but you gotta remember, this is the same Deontay Wilder.
I'm gonna go right to you next, Mark. Let me get D-Free, then I'm going right to you after that. Go ahead, D-Free.
Yeah, go ahead.
D-Free, you there?
I like Coach. Yeah, hold up. Like Coach, I think it's you got two guys that did something to each other. Now Deontay felt the way he felt from him. Both of them did something wrong to each other. But because one person stole and was able to overlook what he stole, doesn't mean the other person's going to be able to overlook it. Like if I take, and this is hypothetically, I got a wife, Prize got his lady or whatever. But if I was to take Prize's girl and he overlooking like, well, that she wasn't right for me anyway because she was willing to go with D, so we feel cool. But if he goes and take my girl or take my money, that doesn't mean I'm gonna feel the same way that Prize felt about it. I'm gonna feel totally different because I have my own way of how I look at things. So I can't say that because one person was able to overlook it and say, well, he took my girl, so we still brothers, but I'm just gonna take this money. That doesn't mean that Deontay Wilder got to be cool because he stole some money from him. Now, I mean, what we always say, family is forever. Women come and go. Family is forever. So you might be able to forgive your brother for taking a girl. But when that brother comes around and steal money out of your daggone pocket that you use to put food on your table and keep the lights on your house, you might not overlook that so easily. Because you're like, hold up, this man just stole money. I took a girl, but there's thousands of girls out here. This man stole some money literally out of my pocket. So, I mean, like I said, both of them did something wrong. You can label it, one was worse than the other, but they both did something wrong to each other. I can't fault Deontay Wilder for not looking past what his brother did. I couldn't fault the brother for doing what he did because he felt like, well, he stole my girl, I'm going to steal something from him. He stole what hurt me, I'm going to steal what hurt him.
Go ahead, Marcus.
Deontay need a CNI dog. Deontay need a CNI dog because a lot of money go missing right under his nose.
I'm telling you. But
he's rich, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna bring up the fact you said. I thought I heard you say BVO. Why does Deontay Wilder, or did you say it seems like Deontay Wilder is always getting betrayed? I mean, well, you gotta understand, like Deontay Wilder, and I'm not a doctor, but he shows off some pretty narcissistic personality traits, and that's not anything unusual for somebody in his profession, but. We saw how that whole thing went down after he got the ears beat off of him against Tyson Fury in that second fight. Man was bleeding out his ear, and he's mad at Mark Breland for throwing the towel. Why you throw the towel? And he's treating it the entire time like Mark Breland has done something to cause him like injury or to lose the fight. Then he comes out with a video talking about. I had a crab in the bucket referee. The referee wasn't doing nothing but watching this man get his face beat in it. But I had a crab in the bucket referee and a trainer that betrayed me. Like at a certain point, I just think that this is who this guy is, and the people he has around him, like we seeing it. He has a bunch of thieves around him.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, I don't know what else there is to say. I don't think he's a good judge of character either. To have a man like Malik, well, I ain't gonna speak to the man Malik Scott is, but I just don't think that was the right trainer. But
and shout out to Malik Scott, he hit the lottery with his brand new wife. But he was always the victim. I'm gonna ask you this, Coach: if you had a guy the size Deontay Wilder screaming at you, yelling about you, stopping a fight, what would you do as a coach?
Walk away before I do something as a criminal. You're not gonna scream in my face like you done lost your damn mind. Nigga, you a professional boxer, but I had to remind that nigga I'm a professional criminal. Like nigga, I check my jacket. Like check my jacket, champ. You might throw hands, but I throw silk.
You know what's funny about that? I don't think he was screaming at you like he did to Mark Breland, because I couldn't believe he was screaming like that to Mark Breland, man. I couldn't believe it. I've never seen that. Go ahead.
Mark Breland is a professional. He's a quiet-based guy, and Mark Breland has always been a boxer. And everybody knows Mark Breland was a great boxer since he was a child. They know who to scream at. I mean, these dudes know who to scream at. There's some dudes in their 70s right now that people know their resume, you're not gonna scream at them. They be like, why you scared of that 70-year-old man? Because that 70-year-old man will do something to you that a 20-year-old man wouldn't even think was nice. They know better. Niggas know better. Out of all the people who said Don King robbed, you ain't never seen nobody beat Don King up. Because niggas know better. Because they know better.
Yeah.
The
Only
one
person
guy
that
that
was
tried to
Mike
get
Tyson.
Don, yeah, it was Tyson. Where he
That was the only
tried to
person.
get Don in the car.
Yeah, because Mike was already so far off keel, he don't know better. That's why they say the average person know better. But if Don listens to me and take this to heart, in the 80s, if Mike Tyson would have savagely beat Don King up, y'all would have never seen Mike Tyson again in life. You think Don King the type of dude that's gonna let you beat him up and see walking the street? Man, you got to be
He would
crazy.
have sent somebody to do something to Mike.
You know what's
That would have
funny
been the
about
end for
that?
Mike.
Larry Holmes told a funny story that one time Don wanted him to fight on short notice, and he kind of like bucked that Don. And Don let him know he would break his leg in so many places he won't have to crawl to the ring.
But Mike a gangster though. Like Mike got a pass. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
man.
Now, Mike, let's keep it real. Mike is a petty criminal. He was a petty theft criminal. Don't get Mike didn't have a past of being a criminal of the level of a Don King or being the type of rough and tough guy like a Jay Prince. Mike was a petty thief. He was a petty thief that under his own admission had a lot of things done to him. He was bullied as a child. We talking about dudes that never seen the bully side.
Yeah.
When you ain't never seen the bully side, now these two different type of people, man. One kill out of necessity, another one kills out of pleasure.
I don't know. I know some from me, but some old heads who was around from during Mike time who from me lived like 10 minutes from me. You heard, and Mike, he was walking down on stuff. You heard, but no gun, but no.
But you got to remember, he was hanging out with King Tut and all them other fierce dudes. That wasn't just him.
No,
That's
you got to get in that circle though.
You hanging out with King Tut. You hanging out with Haitian Jack. You can pretty much walk the streets as you want. I'm just gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah, sometimes I think people get. I think sometimes people get it confused when they talk about certain situations or certain people. You could be if you the right hand man or you the left hand man or you in close proximity of El Chapo. They don't fear you. They fear the dude that you be with. Don't get that confused. Like they fear you. I done seen some of the most gangsterous dudes leave the street and the rest of their posse crumble. Niggas start taking from them, not paying them, because they fear the dude. They don't fear the team.
Yeah. Yeah. But that being said, I don't know how Deontay Wilder lost so much money and he's still okay. But it was just sad to hear that with Deontay. But going into this, I want to ask you guys this. What do you guys think about Usyk breaking his contract with Turkey to make this Wilder fight? What do you guys think about that?
I don't really know what to make of it. I didn't even know he had like a guaranteed deal with Turkey, but you know, that just tells me he wants an easy win. Or no, that just tells me he really wants Deontay Wilder to be on his resume.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what type of money he's gonna get for this fight. If that's the case, I mean, I don't know who would even pick it up. I mean, I don't know. Like, there's just really nothing for Usyk to do right now. He could fight Kabayel, but I think he wants the division to reset a little bit. I think he wants Wardley and Kabayel to fight each other and to decide a winner out of those two. And then he'll go back after unifying with that. I think it was the WBO belt. But I just think this just means Usyk really wants Wilder to be on his resume, because you look at it, 3 or 4 years before Usyk even got to heavyweight, the three guys at heavyweight were Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and Deontay Wilder. Usyk has AJ and Usyk took AJ and Fury's scalps twice. For both of them 4 times. So the last guy left is Wilder. And during that time when those three were on top, wouldn't like the idea of Usyk going up there and beating all three of those guys and getting wins on his resume against those three names, that at least to me, that was unthinkable.
Yeah, I can see that. So that being said, with this card, and I ask you this, John, because you didn't get a chance to finish this. When we talking about this upcoming card with Tio on them, what does this fight do for Shakur, in your opinion? You hear me, John? I don't think my man John.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Go ahead.
Basically, what this fight could do for Shakur is just take him to that level where I think we're going to demand but to see him more. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to push for the matchups that we ain't get before because we see what Shakur could really do against a formidable foe. You know what I'm saying? So, we could take him to the next level. It's a big opportunity. I mean, if he beat Teal, he bigger than Teal. He better than Teal, you know?
Yeah, I think this fight is exciting, man. I think the whole thing for me is I'm kind of excited to see what they're gonna do with the Zuffa boxing because I'm interested to see how that's gonna affect the next generation. Like, because I guess for me it seems like there's so much uncertainty in boxing right now. That kind of bothers me a little bit for all the uncertainty.
Why you think it's uncertainty in boxing?
Because we don't have any big networks. We don't have any big networks outside of the zone. That's why I say that.
I don't agree with that. You don't have any big networks fucking with the old model of the top ranks, the PBCs, the Golden Boys, and the Queen Birds in the matchroom. But last time I checked, Zuffa just signed a $12.7 billion 7-year deal with Paramount, and they're making and from what I read, they're making arrangements for some of those fights to be on CBS. But all these fights will be free.
Yep.
I don't. Once
Yep,
again,
it's all gonna be free. Yeah, pay-per-view is done on the UFC side, Coach.
It's uncertain. It's uncertainty for the Big Five, but it's not uncertainty for boxing. The Turk coming in here like Nino Brown. He's taking over the card. That man coming in, and him and Dana White taking over the card. You can either be good customers or live in hostages. You can be good customers or live in hostages like Beirut.
You gonna even take this bread or you gonna hit the road?
Yeah. You
That's
talk
what
about
I've been saying.
You talking about they announced Xander Zayas and a boss, but we don't even know if they're gonna be on Tubi because they still haven't announced a network. See what it is? What it is? Turkey Al-Sheikh and Dana White, they tricked the whole landscape of niggas who used to robbing each other. They beat some thieving ass niggas out of their shit by letting them think they was stealing. For a long time, they thought they was stealing from Turk. Oh, he don't know what he doing. He just giving money away. The whole time, Turk was thinking like a 80s hustler. He put testers out there until he got you hooked on it. Once he got you hooked on it, he took all your people. Look how many of these fighters is now defecting and going to Zuffa. Do you think it's the beginning when you get fighters that's used to seeing these $7-8 million paydays, and now that payday didn't get low, it dried up.
Yeah.
We found out that PBC got a distribution deal. Amazon ain't giving them niggas no money.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, ESPN took their deal from Top Rank, told them we ain't interested in your product no more. The Zone just told Golden Boy that they done with them in a couple of months.
Yeah.
The only one that's still dealing with TV is Matchroom, and they already dealing with the Turk. Queensbury got the UK on lock, so they got a whole different TV system. You talk about boxing is an uncertainty. No, the big 5 promoters who've been robbing fighters for years, the fans been going for it, they're uncertain. But boxing is not uncertain. I just seen a bunch of fighters sign with Turkey Al-Sheikh now. I just read that they trying to sign 400 fighters. And last thing, Dana White, he didn't sound uncertain. He said, if you don't want to come over here now, stay over there. So boxing is in an excellent place. Boxing in an excellent place. They just don't got the same distributor because he realized instead of letting y'all stick me up, I could deal directly with the dude on the sidewalk. He'll respect what I'm offering him. You think I'm offering you these bricks at 18 is too much? Guess what? Every dude on that corner you selling them to for 25, he'll take them for 18. And you can't convince him that he's making a bad move.
Yeah, that's the hard part, man. That's the hard part about boxing right there. Because now you got somebody who's gonna try to cheapen the product. He's stepping on it. That's the whole saying. He's stepping on the product.
No, he ain't.
That's what he
No,
doing.
he ain't. No, he ain't BVO. No, he ain't BVO. He giving it to you. He giving it to you more pure. He giving it to you more pure. He don't step on it when he give it to the promoter. The promoters was the ones getting offered $11 million for a Usyk fight or a Joshua fight, and they offering the fighter $2 million. So they stepping on it. The Turkey say, look, I don't care if I give $11 million to the promoter or I give $11 million directly to the fighter. It doesn't make no difference to me because he's spending $11 million regardless. It's the promoter that was stepping on it. And then after stepping on it, they was still charging you the fee for fronting it to you.
You know what it is though, Brother Bernard? It's like when they used to put caffeine in it. That's all they're doing is putting caffeine in it. That's what the Turkey's doing. So it's fooling people to think think they're getting something that they not. But he just put some caffeine.
Why is the man that grows this shit worried about putting caffeine in it? The man who grow this shit ain't worried about putting no caffeine in it. He don't care. Look here, he got 1% other than you that he gotta pay. That's the dude that get it from the jungle to the mainland. That dude already gonna get paid the same money, whether you selling them for 30 or whether you selling them for 15. The guy that's getting them from the jungle to the mainland gets 1,000 a brick, so he's getting the same money. When they get to the mainland, that's when all the dudes try to increase the profit. Now the Turk just done said, I gotta deal with the guy who's gonna take it from the jungle to the mainland. But when I get to the mainland, it's 1,000 of y'all standing in line with $15,000. I'ma sell it to y'all. I don't gotta deal with the one nigga who I'm selling to for $15,000 and he wanna up the price to 20 for you. You're not gonna pull the wool. I see the reason I'm using this analogy is because I want to give ghetto math. This is the math that the average nigga understands. Brother, right. you only get beat by Foot Locker. You don't get beat by the people in Pakistan that makes the shoe. They don't give a fuck if you give them $1 for the shoe because it only costs them 25 cents to make it. It's when you get it to the US that it's marked up 1,000% and you're paying $500 for it. And when they put it on sale for $250, you think you got a deal. No, they still made 249% over what they paid for. That's the same thing they doing in boxing. These fighters, when Turkey came in, all he did was snatch the dining room cloth off the table and showed the fighters what the real shit is. The promoters was getting offered the money by Turk to put the fights on. He gave it to him. When he gave it to him and they didn't reveal the real numbers to their fighters, Turkey only showed them that your promoter is a thief. That's all he did. Because he said, I offered him $11 million for your fight. What did he offer you? He offered me $2 million. Plus, I got to give him his percentage for being my promoter. So then he took another $130,000 off the $2 million after already taking $9 million from you.
Yeah, dang.
So once again, what you said didn't make sense. Who's really robbing you? Turk giving you straight money.
Yep.
The promoter ain't even tell you, hey Slim, I'm gonna offer you $2 million. You work for me. So they did offer me 11, but I'm not gonna take nothing out.
Do they guarantee them insurance?
Man, they don't guarantee you nothing but that $2 million check.
There you go. And Zuffa under the federal legislation, HR 4624, they have to. They're federally required to carry $25,000 worth of insurance per fighter for
because
everybody
they
under
because
their
they got
roster.
it because it's like a
So
league.
and that don't come out of none of the fighter pay. It's not no, oh, you got to pay a 2% insurance fee or none of that. It's all paid for by the UBO. So
Yeah,
I've said it
so
before. I've
the
said it
promoters
before,
is
and you
robbing.
pretty much echoed everything I've been saying for months, brother B. This is gonna happen. The promoters, they are just sitting back and waiting for their buyout. Because boxing is not a profitable industry, at least for them anymore. All the big paydays are coming from Turkey, and the few other ones are coming from Netflix, where you see what we just had with Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua. Outside of that, there is no other big show in town other than what the Turk is putting on. Even Top Rank, if you look at Top Rank, the last 2 years of Top Rank on ESPN was nothing but prospect cards. There was
Yeah.
no big pay-per-view event. Like there was no like I remember Tyson Fury versus Wilder. Like those two fights they had on ESPN in conjunction with Fox and whatever. That's a huge pay-per-view event. Like we didn't have that in the last 2 years. It was just the build up for Abdullah Mason's career and whatnot. And Richard Torres and Keyshawn Davis and others sprinkled in there. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
this version, this model of boxing, it has failed. The legislators, they've been paid. TKO holding groups, they got their own super PAC. So they've already laid the groundwork. Dana White is best friends with Donald Trump. We see how Trump treats his friends, especially the most loyal ones. I think that there's nothing really to be done. And BVO's pessimism, I guess, is just based on what happens to the fighters. Like outside, like I think the healthcare side of it is good. I think the fact that there's not gonna be any more sanctioning fees is good. But we've seen like Dana White, he is definitely the man to do this job because he when he came into the UFC in 2000, it was a wide landscape. You had WEC, you had Pride FC, you had Extreme Cage Fighting, and you had Strike Force. In the span of 10 years, Dana White and the UFC absorbed all of them. And that's how we got all the big fights with John Jones and Rampage and Vanderlei and DC and John Jones. Like that's how the UFC became essentially like the NBA or NFL of MMA. I think Dana White is gonna come over here and do the same thing in boxing. And for us, the fans, I think it's gonna be great. I think our experience is just gonna be that much better. But the boxers, I don't know what leverage and power they really gonna have in a landscape like that.
So
Unless you the champ.
It's gonna be better for the fighters. Just think, boxing only caters to 1.1% of all of boxing. They only cater to 1.1%. What about the other 99% or 98.9% of boxers? It's like we keep trying to say, don't fuck with the Turk and Dana White when it comes to super boxing. But they cool with fucking with them when it comes to giving them money. So it's like, and I'm just using me for an example. It's like Canelo, Bud, and Usyk and Joshua saying, man, the Turk and Dana White, they horrible with that Zephyr shit. But then it's okay for them to give them $100 million. Is you crazy? I'm not going. You got to be crazy. If it's good for him to give you $100 million, then it's good for him to get an average box of 50,000, 60,000. And let them have opportunity to.
But brother B, if you not coming in like a Devin, let's say Devin Haney and Shakur, let's say Zuffa decide to bring the two of them in after Devin Haney becomes undisputed and whatnot. Shakur, he might be moving up to 47. They want to make that fight on their platform. That's like, unless you're two guys like that and you have all that cachet, I don't see how you really negotiate for the bag, for like the huge, you know what I'm saying? I could go sit down at home, $1 million bag.
I'll answer that for you. Fuck them. Fuck both of them fighters. They ain't gave a nigga shit. They ain't thinking about us. They ain't thinking. Nah, I'm just being real with you. When the fuck they thought about? When the fuck you seen them do it? The only fighter I can honestly say who ever thought about other fighters openly while they at the top of their game was Jake Paul, when he said, "Man, that's how much they making. Let me give these people something out of my pocket." The rest of these fighters at the top don't do that. They look out for their circle of guys, and we don't know if that's 100%, but they look out for their circle. But they ain't thinking about the guy at the bottom or the guy in the middle of the pack in boxing. Did you hear what they used?
Care about boxers.
Did you hear what they used to say when all the PBC guys were getting money? If you come over here, starve. That's what they were saying. Not under the table. They was openly saying it. They don't, man, let me tell you something. Ain't no pro athlete, when I say no, I mean on the majority, give two fucks about another pro athlete. They are, let me tell you something, and I ain't saying this in a bad way. Pro athletes that's making a lot of money, them niggas is house niggas. And I ain't saying in a bad way, they get their money, but they look out the window and say, "Hey, master, it's 20 more of them niggas trying to get in the house with us." The master don't hold the door shut. It's the house nigga that hold the door shut. Do you know how much these top level fighters, do you know how much they could verbally speak up for other fighters to get on cards? Not get them certain situations, get on cards. Do we not hear fighters talking about, "He'll never fight on one of my cards"? How the fuck is you blackballing another nigga who get paid from? They don't understand. If you ain't an owner, you a slave. I don't care what they want to call it. I can't talk to niggas nice. You got to talk to them in reality. If you ain't an owner, you a slave. And why is another slave? Why is another slave keeping the door shut on another slave so that he can, "Hey master, this extra money just for me"? Every fighter that's talking shit about Zuffa is a fucking multi-million. I ain't seeing them say, "Well, each one of us is going to take $2 million out of our pocket. We're going to create a whole nother boxing universe, and we're going to make sure that y'all get all this stuff they offering, and we're going to pay y'all fair." I ain't seen them do that. I ain't seen them bring that shit up. The first time Bernard Hopkins said something about unity is when motherfucking Golden Boy about to lose their TV. If you can tell me where I'm lying, tell me where.
No, you telling the truth. You telling the truth. I mean,
this shit ain't. Come on, this shit ain't Shangri-La.
It's about 40 boxers in the world that's making six figures. So if Zuffa could come in with their league and present a platform, which maybe I guess it goes to 80 boxers in the world that's making six figures, I mean, you could call that a success.
Yeah,
just looking at it objectively through the raw numbers.
If they make it where,
look, they said that they trying to get a 400-man roster. If they get a 400-man roster for what they doing, and they give each of those fighters the minimum of 3 fights, and they can make $35,000 a fight, then they hit 400 more boxers than regular boxers. How many times was we hearing PBC fighters talking about, "I ain't had no fight in 2 years"?
Yep.
Come on, man. We gonna keep this real, man.
We all heard that Mickey Bay horror story. Or what
man, you take the Turk and you take Jake Paul away from boxing, there would be no fights. They the only two games in town. And we still got people over here staying loyal to promote.
What about Pro Box, Coach? They had some brutal knockouts.
I will give Pro Box theirs. I'll give OTX theirs. But when it comes to the big, I don't feel sorry for no big five. The people are making money hand over. How many years Bob Earn been rich?
Since the 70s.
His whole life.
So you want us to say woe is me for a man who been rich? You for a man who been rich?
I
You
think
want me to say woe is me for promoters who had money?
what's his name? Tom DeBuff, Bob Arum's son-in-law. I
Yeah,
think he's gonna
Todd
sell
LaBeouf,
Top
yeah.
Rank. Yeah, I think he's gonna
Nah,
sell Top Rank for $2 billion. I think
I
they're gonna
don't.
settle on that number, and I think he's gonna go buy a football team or a basketball team.
I don't think he gonna do
Are
that,
you
bro.
kidding me? Why
Who?
wouldn't he? Why
There's
would
no
you
need,
stay
man.
and buy? Like,
Who's
why would you
offering
be
$2
staying the
billion for Top Rank?
the
Yeah,
Who's gonna
Turk?
pay
nobody.
that? Who?
The
You
Turk.
think
Who?
Turkey gonna? You think he gonna pay that fee?
Man, Turkey already got
Absolutely.
He
Turkey's
got the
money was
ring and
all
all
tied
that.
up anyway with the
Yeah,
whole EA
I don't
Sports
see
deal.
that. I don't see that.
Whatever number they settle, if they settle on 800 million, $1 billion, Top Rank's valuation according
Who's
to
paying
Forbes is
that number
600.
though, Mark? You're
600
throwing
and
around numbers
I'm
like.
sa- no. Well,
Hey,
let me finish what I'm saying. Forbes
go ahead.
magazine says their valuation is $630 million. Now,
Top Rank.
obviously, when you're yes, now
Okay.
obviously when you're when you're trying to buy out a huge commodity like a Top Rank, they're not gonna settle on $630 million because you gotta look at what future profits they're gonna be. So it might go for twice that price. I can see this going for over $1 billion. But that's it. But that's based off of what I've seen. This is what the Turk just did over there. This is what Turkey just did with Jared Kushner, Donald Trump's stepson, when they bought Electronic Arts, the game studio, for $50 billion. This is what they do. They come in and they take over. And these people,
Yeah,
they don't
Money.
have the why would you stay in boxing? This is not a profitable industry outside of the Turk.
I don't think that nobody's gonna pay $1 billion or even $600 million for Top Rank. You might. I mean, I know you know your ish. You know, and shout out to Democracy 101. I know you know your ish, but I
Nah,
just don't see.
they'll pay that money. I'm gonna tell you why they're
I
gonna pay
don't
that money.
see it,
I agree
Coach.
with
That's just
Let me tell you why.
brutal.
Let me tell you why.
Because
Who is
the
they?
value
Turkey?
of the league.
Listen.
Together is gonna be worth
If
billions in years, prize.
listen what I'm saying. Even if I would buy Top Rank for $1 billion for one reason only. If you get the Top Rank library of fights and you own it and you create a boxing channel, people will subscribe to it. You'll make your money back.
Not no $600 million on no boxing tapes.
Listen,
That's not happening.
listen to me. Listen to
It'll
me.
take forever.
Listen. When Top Rank tried to sell the Top Rank, just the catalog itself, not that long ago, not the company, but just the catalog, they were already estimated over $1 billion. Just the catalog. Those are fights that already happened. So if they already estimated over $1 billion, that means people will make their money off of that. Don't get Top Rank, the boxing business, confused with Top Rank, the already owning movies. They already own those fights. If I already own the fights, everything I make off of it is profit. And like the same thing Jay-Z did when he created Rock Nation, he snatched all this stuff off the YouTube platform. So now you have to pay to get it. So no, he will make money like that.
Yeah, that's
But
that's
just
kind of cool when you
outside of
think about it.
that, the league in about a decade, if what I think is gonna happens, if they could buy out all the promotions, in about a decade, the league will be worth probably double the value of what, or excuse me, it'll be worth billions in about a decade, like way more than what they purchased Top Rank for. So just that alone, I would risk $1 billion on a Top Rank. And then what Brother B said, like you got, it could be hugely valuable to monetize all those fights on a YouTube channel.
But let me ask you guys this: speaking of Top Rank, what do you guys think about the Zone threatening the great Oscar De La Hoya about taking his deal away if they don't make the fight with the
They
Desperate
sick of them.
Boutique?
They sick of them.
What you think, Freak?
Good. They need to.
Good. You want to see
No,
De La Hoya lose his deal?
they need to.
Yeah.
They need to. Because this is the man sat here and bluffed around. He kept crying wolf that he wanted to fight. Now the fight is right there in your face. All of a sudden, I told you what his father said. Ain't nobody going to force us to do anything. Well, the zone is either you fight Jerome Bruce in it, or you go find another platform to fight on. And according to his manager, Turkey ain't trying to buy the fight. So don't really have too many platforms to fight on.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. To hear that.
That's what happened when the boy cried wolf. Somebody's gonna come and find out what's going on. And now you got somebody that's trying to find out what's going on, and you like, nah, I was just joking. Well, they pull your card.
I'll ask you this, Franz. So if when Ortiz stops Boots, what will they say then?
When who? Ortiz?
Yeah.
Man,
Monster.
he don't even seem like he want to fight, bro. From what I've been looking at, he look like he just been.
Didn't you hear Boots stutter when he got in the ring?
Man, I don't care about nobody stuttering.
That was fear.
People have speech impediments. I'm not saying he does. I'm just saying.
Fear.
I don't give a damn about that. I'm talking about the real business of boxing. And it looked like that Virgil Ortiz don't want to fight. D Free. He looks like he just want to go another way. He doesn't want no. He looks like he want to be Jaime Muguia 2.0, and that's it.
BVO, if the man wanted to fight, the zone wouldn't have to threaten them to make the fight, or they cancel their contract. They wouldn't have to threaten. So it's not the fact if he wants to fight or not. It's, are you going to take it? Are you going to take it? Because your platform said make this fight or find another platform to fight on. So Golden Boy going to have to go ahead and make the fight, or they're going to have to see if Tubi got another spot for them to fight on.
Yeah, Tubi.
That's Fox, though.
That's crazy.
Man, Tubi got that bread, prize. They got that bread.
Yeah, I know that brother got that money down there, making them black girls beat up each other. You know, shout out to the sisters, though.
Hey, Coach Hackett, do you think it's right for a network to threaten a promotional company? What do you think?
No, that's
What'd you say again, sir? Say it again.
Saying, do you think it's right that the promotional company is threatening Golden Boy like that?
How are they threatening you? They promising. They ain't threatening, they promising.
Oh, they promise. However you want to put it, man, they getting crazy, man. I can't believe they actually gonna do that. They talking about taking away their deal. That's nuts, dog.
Good. Make them fight.
Whoa, what's the problem? You said that this was going to be an easy.
Man, motherfucker BVO loyal to the master. He loyal to the master. That's all.
You said about a black man. That's crazy.
This is a problem that I have with fans. Y'all keep saying, "Oh, he'll beat this man easy," but they gotta force this man to fight him.
They gotta threaten his deal, Free. That's crazy.
He have to get some more paper for a redo, man, and they playing this stupid game. But that's boxing for you, man. It's just how it's been, man. It's been slow.
Wild West.
I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. Hopefully Tio can save us all by getting Shakur out of here.
Say y'all would miss Don King. Y'all never thought y'all would say y'all miss Don King. But Don King gave us big fights.
I love Big Don. I don't care what nobody say about Don. He ain't did nothing that Bob Arum didn't do. He just looked different. And now he the bad guy. I don't give a damn what nobody say about Don King. When I grew up, especially in the mid 80s, early 90s, Big Don was letting them boys was rumbling. I'm talking about real fights. These guys don't want to lose no O's.
He probably took a man's life.
I don't care about none of that stuff what he did. I like a bunch of gangsters. You like gangsters, I like gangsters. We all like some kind of gangster. You know, who cares? Big Don made them boys rumble, and them boys rumble. And all I know is I lived through the golden era of boxing. I lived it.
Young man rumble.
Big Don, you was gonna rumble, and like Coach just told y'all, if you don't want to rumble with Big Don, you might not get seen forever. You might be ranked 65 down there somewhere messing with Big Don. Man, you better get when Don told them boys to rumble. Man, come on, man. TKO pay-per-view, I'll never forget that.
Welcome to Super Fight 3.
Shout out TKO pay-per-view. How about that?
Man,
Ain't gonna be no pay-per-views.
I'm talking about when Big Don had his pay-per-views going.
Yeah. Shout
TKO,
out
yeah.
TKO TV.
They made good money, and they wasn't even that much. I know time to change, but still, I don't care.
Yeah, Don, man, it's definitely missed, but
It's a GOAT.
Nobody had a problem when they froze him out, man. They froze him out of the boxing game.
They better have frozen him out.
Man, they didn't freeze Don King out. He bought a fucking satellite. He left the game.
And then he came back in the game. You remember that when he jumped off the steps and his security had to catch him when he was on the ring steps and Big Don jumped. You know how like you walk up to the ring, right, Coach? And that third step, or what is it, third or fourth step, the one you get in before you get into the ring, Big Don jumped down off of that and
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, baby?
Yeah,
I was like, yo, what
I know what you're talking about.
And Big Don jumped down, dog. I was like, yo, I love that nigga, man. I don't care what nobody say about him, bro.
I know.
Bob Arum,
that.
you know what I'm talking about, Mark? When Big Don jumped off them steps on the ring, he jumped down with them shoes.
I never forget that AB versus what's the name of that light skinned dude y'all like at welterweight? What's his name? The 37-year-old dude. Blair Cobbs. I never forget how AB came in after Don was on the mic and he got up there and he said, "Man, you better shut that ish up. I have so and so come up in here. I'll do this and this and that." And Don was just there smiling his ass off. Bro, they had me crying the whole time.
AB love talking like a gangster. What he said, they gonna blow. They ain't gonna do nothing, man.
I love Don King. He's my favorite promoter of all time. I like Al, but I like Don. He's my favorite promoter and my number one promoter of all time. I don't care. Nobody say bad about him.
The more I learn about Al, the more I can say, man, Al pretty dirty, man. I'll tell you.
Man, they all fun. Al ain't dirty. Al raised kids. He had a bunch of kids. You know what I mean? And they was his sons. You know what I'm saying? Al ain't do nothing. Did nobody that. What's the boy name? What's the white boy? Y'all like Lou DiBella and them. Y'all boys love Eddie Hearn and them. Y'all love them, but y'all don't like Don and the rest of the brothers. And Al, y'all tripping.
You something else, man.
I love Don and Al. They my favorite promoters ever. And then shout out to the brother. Ain't that a brother that's running what's my joint called? Pro Box? Ain't that a brother? Or no?
I believe so.
Shout out to that brother. He need to come pull up on the show.
Hey man, how old is John Elway? Damn.
John Elway?
That's an old dude, man.
That nigga old as dirt.
He like a
John Elway is in his late 60s.
Yeah, it got to be. John Elway was getting out of pocket, not, like that, but, running around back in the day, man. He was the only nigga that can run on Tecmo Bowl. He was the only quarterback that can get away. Everybody else was going down.
What's my guy named? The old
he's 65.
Quarterback. What's my guy name? The Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback, the commentator now, the analyst.
Terry Bradshaw?
Bradshaw?
No, Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah, Terry Bradshaw.
Terry Bradshaw is older than John Elway.
Hell yeah.
Terry Bradshaw still kicking.
And shout out to the NFL.
On that note, man, appreciate everybody coming through, man. You know how we do.
Yeah, smash the like on the way out.
We try to do what we can. He said Top Ring has a TV deal. They got no platform to promote their product.
How they got a TV? Yeah, they don't got no TV. Well, they supposed to go with the Zone BVO, right? Didn't you say
they something with Fox? I think it's supposed to be the Zone or Fox.
I see the Zone.
Because Fox work with Fox owns Tubi, so I know they was trying to do something with Fox One.
Okay.
Fox 1 want to get back into sports because they let all these sports go. So I don't know what they're gonna do, to be honest with you, man.
That'd be dope,
But
though.
we can't let the Turk take over boxing, man. He's gonna ruin our sport, man. So,
He gonna shift the Middle East. You see, I was the only one up. I was texting. Well, I text you, BVO. I watched that whole card, bro. I watched that Chinese card, and then I watched that whole damn. Then I'm sorry, not Chinese, but Japanese card, and I got to Inoue and fell asleep because it was just boring. The other fights were good.
I was up watching the whole card. I just got tired of daggone Juan and Marky Dan kept texting back and forth the whole time. I'm trying to watch the daggone card.
Yeah, they was going crazy in the chat though, bro.
Man, I wouldn't care if my son was fighting in Beirut, as long as that check cash. I don't give a
Yeah, see, Coach, that's why Coach he's a must to have up here because he'll look at it from a different perspective. Like, because I know if that was me and my son, you know what I'm saying, I probably would do the same thing as Coach is doing, but being just an outsider.
Man, you gotta. So you basically telling me if Jalil had a championship fight, you wouldn't want to be in DC. You'd be okay with if it's in.
The man just
Egypt?
said he would go to Beirut, bro. Beirut is far as shit, bro. You see, bro, you better look at them flights.
Man, I don't care where the fight is. I don't care. That man, look here. When people talking about he gonna pay you in different kind of money, as long as the number is high enough, he can pay me in rubles. That shit transfers over to US dollars. I don't give a fuck. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. Niggas ain't asked this many questions when they was offering you $50 a fight. But now all of a sudden this man has a track record of overpaying and paying fair. And y'all got a problem with it. But the traditional 5 promoters, they have a track record of taking money from you and you want to keep them in power. I told you slavery is not a physical thing, it's a mental thing. You niggas are slaves to the big 5, man. Especially BVO. BVO, boy, he is a slave. He's a slave master's man. They love him, man.
That's crazy.
50 more BVOs, the plantations will still be running as usual. With just 50 more of him, man.
Wow.
Once again, you trying to keep something in existence that traditionally has not been well for the masses over somebody who showed you that he's a more mass base and paying straight money. Whether he does it right in the future or not, none of us know, but you won't even give the future an opportunity. You rather stay in the change that you currently in. That don't make sense.
Hey, my man, Brother Bernard is sick, man. Hey, I wish I had that drop. I can't find it, but it's okay.
I'm healthy. I'm healthy. You keep trying to make niggas sick. Hey, I'm healthy. You keep trying to make niggas just take what they offering you. I'm healthy. I'm trying to keep the brothers healthy. BVO trying to keep us up. Hey, BVO, how much they paying? How much the big 5 paying? Because for you to be this low, hey man, look. Even the girl walking the block considers somebody else that's paying a higher number.
Hey, all I ask you this, Brother Bernard, is this, because since you so against blacks, man.
You should ask yourself who taught you to hate being what God gave you.
That's all I ask you. Who taught you to hate the black man?
Hey man, this coming from a man who's still running Emilio Vargas in the background every day.
Wow.
Hey,
your background ain't changed yet.
I'm talking to somebody about getting somebody else on here. I ain't heard of.
And man, I made a new video.
It didn't work.
Why didn't it work? That one worked. I did the same thing I did for that Spanish boy with the brother, but with the brother don't work. That's crazy.
It didn't work, man.
Well, I don't know why.
You say all the black people keep buffering. The black people keep buffering.
Yeah, because that's crazy. You know what I mean? I spent actually quality time editing that video.
The black one is good.
The brother don't. Oh, there it is. There it go.
Yeah, the black one, the brother don't look as good hitting that bag.
What were you talking about then?
Hey, I'm
Look good to
gonna ask
me.
my son if he'll send BVO a video hitting the
Yeah.
bag. He might let us get in the background.
Ain't no
BVO,
mic. Ain't no
hey man,
mic.
hey,
Send the
it's a
video.
mic. Hey, it's a mic with BVO, man. Hey,
Nah.
look, only reason BVO ain't booked Gladys Knight to come to Cleveland is because she ain't changed the pips to 3 Mexicans.
That's crazy. Man,
Hey,
send your little hit in the bag. He'll be up there for sure.
Boy, I'm
Hey,
glad
yo,
it's at least
I
one.
know, I know one.
I'm glad there's at least one black director over there with
Yeah.
BVO.
Hey, I know one thing for sure, two things for certain. With all these daggone Mexican talk and Mexican videos, BBO, we need to have a Mexican fighter up here for an interview.
Yeah,
Man, they ain't
they don't
coming. They
come to
ain't
the they
coming to
ain't coming
fuck
to
with his
the
black
yeah.
ass. They ain't coming to fuck. They
Yo,
ain't coming to
hold
fuck
on.
with his black
That was
ass.
crazy.
Man, y'all wrong, man. I bought Uncle Stitch. I bought a couple Spanish niggas up there.
Oh yeah,
I
we had
tripping,
Keith
man.
Cologne, Uncle Stitch. We had some
Yeah,
guys. Yeah.
yeah. Bring Spanish niggas up. I
Juan.
mean,
One.
I got a Puerto Rican up here right now. You saw how you do. You saw how you do, free.
He changed up real quick, don't they?
Yeah, you forget,
Yeah,
man.
but you
That's why.
always talk. You always talk shit about the Puerto Rican nigga. You
He
always talk
loved them
shit
Puerto
about him.
Rican
I don't
niggas.
count that.
He
Yeah, you
cried
always
at the
talking shit
fight.
about my man.
No.
See,
Yo,
Teofimo. Hey, I thought Teofimo was motherfucking Simi from Coming to a Motherfucking
When he seen
America.
Tio in the pizza store, BVO.
My brother.
When BVO seen Tio at the pizza store, he was in tears. He was crying.
Get out of
We
here,
had to
man.
get his life together. We had to
He was
get his
in
life
tears.
together before we went to that. And then he cussed the pizza man out. He ain't like nothing. We had to go to a whole nother store. That's real. That's real talk.
Man,
wow.
Miss
Shout out to
BVO had to squeeze his hand and calm that nigga down. She had to
Man, listen.
squeeze his hand and calm him down.
Shout out to Miss BVO, man. She a real one, bro.
Hey, we
Facts.
had some fun. We had some fun out there, man.
Love Miss BVO. She's a real, real, bro.
But
Facts.
the thing that got me, man, I don't know why your brother's doing it. Tio, I like Tio, man. Y'all know that.
Well, you ain't. I don't know because at the pizza shop, like you was treating them a little rough. So, but shout out to you.
I wasn't treating him rough. What I'm
Hey
supposed to do?
Slim, y'all, hey BVO know that's my guy. I don't follow the masses. I don't follow the crowd. T.O. still cool with me. I ain't got no issue with him. I seen him at the fight. Since I've known him, he always come to me and say, "Hey, coach, what's good?" Always respectable dude with me.
Yeah,
I think Slim
he
just
was
done
pretty
found
dope.
his gimmick way. Yeah, he always been that way.
He just got a gimmick that rubs a lot of the hardcore brothers wrong. Like the brothers that's pro black brothers, you're not gonna get that off on them. And I respect their opinions and all that. But when we ran into the pizza store, he was cool. He was down. He's all right, bro. You know what I mean? But he's still a
Yeah,
sucker though.
he cool with me, man. I
He
thought he was
good.
cool.
He was cool, but my people come before him, so he cool, but
Man,
he ain't cool.
he didn't mean that, bro. You tripping, bro.
And I respect that because your people should come before his people and his people should come before yours.
For
If we could
sure.
just get BVO to understand that shit, we'd be all right.
Y'all cold, man. Y'all ice cold.
It's
Hey,
cool.
I'll tell you
hey
that.
Slim, let me say this about this channel, man. This is the funniest, coolest niggas say what they want to say channel out there. It's
Yeah.
because y'all don't kiss nobody ass. That's the only reason this shit be cool. That's the only reason ain't nobody posting no clips about the shit y'all say, because y'all don't kiss nobody ass. All the rest
Nope.
of them channels, they done kiss somebody ass. So when they say something out the way, that nigga be mad because you been kissing his ass. But y'all
Uh-huh.
niggas keep it 100 on what you feel. And I think that's what's making this channel grow. Everybody got their own point of view. Everybody got their own way of saying something. And ain't nobody kissing no fighter's ass, no promoter's ass, or no individual's ass. So I think that's what makes this show great. And that's what's making this show keep getting all them numbers. I know BVO, he do his thing, and he's really pushing it. So D-Free and the rest of the guys, everybody brings something different. So I want to say I really do enjoy this show. I enjoy coming on and kicking it with you guys.
Yeah, you family, coach. You already know.
I appreciate you, man. But one thing I will say is this: we doing it, man. It's just YouTube play a lot of games, but Just the last 28 days, man, over 800,000 views,
Big live
almost
the other day too.
550 subscribers, man. We doing it, man. It just take time to grow, one day at a time. On that note, man, we can't wait to see January 31st. We'll be back tomorrow, man, and we'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Yeah.
Where's my thing?
Shout out to BVO Boxing. You understand? Check the boy out. Check the kid out. You understand?
This is a sick Negro.
What's up, guys? Chris Algieri here. Big shout out to BVO Sports TV.
Shout out to the whole YTBC, and definitely shout out to BVO Boxing. Go check him out on YouTube. One of the dopest content creators.
Hassan Johnson. Hassan Johnson acting game with BVO Sports TV.